the required materials. So drawing board, this is the drawing board, and required material white paper, rectangular glass slab, that is a rectangular glass slab, and drawing pins to fix the white paper, and needles. So to require protractor to measure the angles, pencil, and scale. So these are the required material to conduct this activity. So first I have to insert or fix the white paper on the drawing board with the help of the drawing pins. So I have to stick the drawing pins at 4 corners of the white paper. So fix the white paper by using drawing pins. So the drawing pins used to fix the white paper. Now place the rectangular glass slab at the middle of the white paper. Rectangular glass slab at the middle of the white paper. So now we have to draw the boundaries of rectangular glass slab with pencil. So that means draw the lines along the edges of the rectangular glass slab. So now I am drawing the boundaries of the rectangular glass slab with pencil. So I have to note the vertices. So that A, B, C, D. So now A, B, C, D is a rectangular shaped figure. Now choose the one point on the side AB, that is taken as E. E is the point on side AB. Now draw the perpendicular line to AB side passing through the point E. It acts as the normal to AB side of the rectangular. So it is drawn as dotted line. So this dotted line is the normal. This is denoted by NN. So NN is the normal to AB side passing through the point E. Now draw one more line making 30 degrees angle. So now I am arrange the 30 degrees angle. So draw the line. Now join the 2 points. So this is the line, incident ray falling on this line. So this line acts as the incident ray. Now choose 2 points, they are P and Q. 2 points on this incident ray, P and Q, and place the glass slab in ABC rectangle and fix 2 needles on the incident ray, one at point P and the pin at point Q on the incident ray. So the image of these 2 pins formed in the rectangular glass slab. So you have to see the image of these 2 pins from the other side of the rectangular glass slab. So now again we have to fix the 2 more pins which are coinciding with the images of the PQ pins in glass slab. So these 2 pins are coinciding the images in a glass slab. So totally we have used 4 pins. So first 2 pins fixed on incident ray. So remaining 2 pins arranged on the other side of the rectangular glass slab. So noted the points. One is taken as R, another pin point is noted as S. So R, S are the points. Now join this R and S points by using the scale and pencil. So you'll get the ray. So that acts as the emergent ray. The line which is passing through PQ points acts as the incident ray. The line which is passing through the points R and S acts as the emergent ray. So now this ray meets the CD side of the rectangular figure at E. That is F. At F, meets at F. Now draw the perpendicular line to DC side which is passing through the point F. So perpendicular line. Now I am drawing the perpendicular line to DC side passing through the point F. So it is also dotted line. So this line acts as the normal to DC side of the rectangle. So that is MM. So NN is the normal to AB side and MM is the normal to DC side of the rectangle. Now we have to measure the angle between MM normal to emergent ray. So that is also 30 degrees. We conclude that angle of incidence 30 degrees and angle of emergence also 30 degrees. Now join the points E and F. Join the points E and F. This line shows refracted ray passing through the rectangular glass passing through the rectangular glass. So this is the refracted ray, acts as the refracted ray. Now draw the original path of the incident ray. The line passing through the PQ points is incident ray. So draw the original path of the incident ray by dotted line. So this dotted line shows the original path of the incident ray. We observe that incident ray and emergent ray both are parallel to each other. So thick line emergent ray, dotted line incident ray, both are parallel to each other. So you have to find the perpendicular distance between them. That perpendicular distance is called lateral shift. That is called lateral shift produced by the rectangular glass prism. So note the points on these two lines x and y. So the length of xy is called lateral shift. So when you measure this value, so in this experiment we got, so lateral shift value is approximately equals to 1.3 centimeters. Approximately 1.2 or 1.2 centimeters. So 1.2 centimeters is the lateral shift length. Now let us write our observations. Angle I, angle of incidence 30 degrees. Angle E, angle of emergence also 30 degrees. Lateral shift, that is the 1.2 centimeters. See the refraction of light through glass slab under lateral shift animated ray diagram. This is animated ray diagram. Now here ABCD is the rectangular glass slab. It is a rectangular glass slab. Now let us identify the point on AB side, that is E. So let us mark the point at E. Now draw the normal line NN passing through the point E. So this NN is perpendicular to AB. So it is the normal passing through the point E. So arrange 30 degrees angle to draw the line. So now let us draw the PE line which makes 30 degrees to normal. PE line which makes 30 degrees to normal. So incident ray falling on this line. So this PE acts as the incident ray. PE ray acts as the incident ray. Now this ray enters from rarer medium to denser medium. So definitely it is suffering from refraction. So when light ray enters from rarer to denser medium, bending toward the normal line. So it is bending toward the normal line. So refraction through glass slab. It meets the another edge of the glass slab CD. Okay, at some point F. Again we have to draw the normal line MM passing through the point F. So this is perpendicular to CD. Now the light ray once again suffering from the refraction. Here light ray EF enters from denser to rarer medium. We know that. So when light ray enters from denser to rarer medium, it is bending away from the normal line. So this ray bending away from the normal line FR in the direction FR. So this FR is called emergent ray. So PE is called incident ray and EF refracted ray. FR is called emergent ray. Okay. So when you measure the angle between emergent ray to normal is called angle of emergence. That is also 30 degrees in our experiment. So we observe that angle of incidence, angle of emergence are equal. Angle of incident emergence are equal. Now draw the original path of the incident ray. So P is the incident ray. Suppose if there is no refraction, this ray travels through in the direction of EQ direction, dotted line. Dotted line is the original path of the incident ray. So we conclude that EQ, original path of the incident ray, is parallel to FR emergent ray. So both are parallel to each other. So we can measure the perpendicular distance between them. The perpendicular distance between emergent ray to incident ray, that is XY. So that is called lateral shift. The perpendicular distance between emergent ray and incident ray is called lateral shift denoted by XY. So in our experiment we got 1.5 centimeters is the length of the lateral shift. So in this experiment the lateral shift value is 1.5 centimeters. Now I am writing our observations. Angle of incidence is 30 degrees. Angle of emergence also 30 degrees. And the lateral shift is 1.5 centimeters. So this activity explains us how light ray passes through the glass slab and lateral shift by the glass slab. Okay, thank you.
Please do like, share this video and subscribe to our channel.